Hey guys, welcome back to my closet. Today I want to talk about hair extensions, dyeing. Black to gold. Here we go. It's pretty simple. You can do it. I've gotten a lot of questions about it, like what color is your hair, how do you get your color, what's the name of your color, what's the brand. The truth is there is no brand. I don't even know how to describe how I get my color, so I'm just going to have to show you. It's pretty much like trial and error every time. I'm not a professional. Let me reiterate, I am not a professional. I have learned just off of years of doing it myself, and I feel like I've perfected it personally for myself. I don't know if I'd go around doing other people's hair. Well, I can do other people's hair extensions, but I wouldn't just go and like color people's hair. Well, I think I could actually. I could definitely do it. I mean, it's just a little scary to do that. So anyway, I want to show you guys how I get my hair color, this one right here. Like I said in my previous videos, I don't actually dye my hair myself, like my actual hair. My extension hair, it's a go. I definitely dye it because I'm not scared of ruining that hair, even though I should be because it's really expensive, but it's not as scary as your own hair because once that's gone, it's gone and you have to grow it back. So I don't want to do all that. Starts from this color, so it's really like a black raw color, and then it ends up like this. That's one of them, and then here's another one. It is actually the same color as my hair when you put it up to it. It doesn't look like it without, right? And then I still have it binded at the top. I never cut it off because when I lay the bleach on it, it kind of keeps a root, which I like because it looks very natural. I just want to show you today how I do that. And if you guys have any questions down below, let me know. It's a really quick process. Be careful. Like, I've messed up some hair. If it's your first time, either watch a couple more YouTube videos on top of this one. I definitely have learned a lot from it as well, watching other people dye their extensions. Tiara Monet, you can check her channel out as well. She always dyes. Love her for fashion. She also does it as well. Who else? Check all those out. All Things Fabulous. There's so many people that dye their hair extensions, so if you didn't get enough, or I didn't make this video like informational, instructional, if I didn't make it well enough, please, before you do it, check out some other channels, check out some other videos. If you kind of know what you're doing, you've kind of dyed hair before, you've seen it over and over and over, don't be scared. You can do it. Throw those gloves on, get your mixes down, and just keep on your hair. Don't leave your hair for too long. Like if it says 15 minutes, make sure you're looking like every 3 minutes because it changes fast. And you can do it, okay? So let's get started. I'm gonna rewind and show you guys how I got this from this, okay?
You guys, please excuse my voice. I'm so sick right now. What you're going to need, a 30 cream developer, a 20 cream developer, some bleach, I use Blue Flash, whatever's on sale, honestly, some gloves, a mixing bowl and a brush. I'm going to probably just use the big bowl since I'm doing a lot, and some foil. Okay, so here I put in 7 scoops of bleach, and for the developer, I pretty much eyeball it. I just add in a little bit of the 20, mix it around, add a little bit of the 30, mix it around. You're really just looking for that right consistency. You don't want it too runny and you don't want it too thick. So you pretty much just mix it around until you find the right middle consistency. And that's what I'm doing here. The 30 cream developer is going to bring your hair up at a quicker pace and then the 20. So I feel like by mixing them both, I'm doing it at like a 25. My trick is I use a little bit of shampoo in it. It kind of dilutes it a little bit, makes it a little bit more foamy, and it's just not as harsh in the hair. My colorist actually gave me that tip. Okay, so for here, I put the bleach on the tips first because I kind of like that sun-kissed look. So I go for the tips first, and then I take my brush and I kind of diagonally brush it on just so it doesn't give that exact line and I don't have like a huge like line on my hair. I use the end of the brush a lot. It kind of helps me keep the hair combed and not so tangly, so then the bleach can evenly distribute on all the hair. So here I just pretty much put it all over at this point. I put it all the way up to the top and I work my way up and I make sure that I use the end of the brush. It's kind of like a pick on the end, just so I can get the inner hair. Because I do keep it binded at the top, it is really thick inside, and you kind of want to work around it and make sure all the hair underneath is getting concentrated with the bleach. Okay, here's another example of how I'm using the pick end to comb through the hair and then reapply the bleach. So then the hairs underneath, are getting exposed to the bleach. Okay, I can't stress it enough how important it is for you to go through it and make sure you open it up, is the way I am right now. Make sure all of the hair is being bleached. I've made this mistake before where I had it around, the perimeter, and I'm thinking, oh, it's all bleached. It has bleach all over it. Yet the inside is like the same color. So just make sure you go through every little piece just to make sure that it's evenly being bleached. Okay, so just about done with the first one. And now I'm just going to place it in foil. By the time I'm done actually throwing the bleach on the whole thing, you can actually already see the color has already lifted to like a honey brown. Don't be fooled though, because when you have the bleach on, it does look lighter. I don't know why. I think it's the white foam kind of just makes it appear lighter than it is. So don't be fooled. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap it in the foil. I'm not going to put it in there for too long because as you can see, by the time I'm actually done putting the bleach on, it kind of has already lifted halfway there. Okay, this one I just sped through it. It's the same thing that I'm doing to the last one, except this one I am not going to dye it as light because this is the longer one, the bottom of my hair, and I don't really like it to be as light as the top. As I'm doing it, I am checking my first bundle just to make sure it doesn't like over process. Okay, so I'm looking at the color and I'm thinking this is just about right. It looks pretty blonde, but once I wash it off, you'll see what color it comes out to be. Okay, so this is the color after I washed it off. And as it's still wet, I'm going to take the leftover bleach that I have and I'm just going to hit the ends of it and kind of make some not so prominent highlights in it. It's wet, so it's not going to process as harshly as it would if it was dry, but it's going to give that nice little lift that I want. Okay, the second bundle looks about right. After I rinse off the bleach, I do rinse them with Listerine. It kind of stops the whole bleaching process. And then I rinse it, wash it. And my secret, I put on some deep conditioner. I got this deep conditioner from Sally's. It's my absolute favorite. It's called Ion Deep Concentrate. I love it because it has no sulfate. And then I put it in a bag and I put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. It's just a good way to condition the hair after all that bleaching.